This topic is called the multiplicative property of inequality with integers. Now let's be serious. Multiplicative is like pretty much the coolest math word ever. So just pause for a second and say multiplicative. Don't be shy. Like seriously, it feels so cool in your mouth. Multiplicative. It's like, I don't know, it's an awesome word. So the multiplicative property, and since it's with integers, we don't have to worry about fractions or anything like that. We're just dealing with whole numbers, their opposites, and probably not zero, but whole numbers and their opposites. So when the multiplicative property of equality is where you have your variable and it's being times by a number or divided by a number. In order to figure out what that variable is, we have to do the opposite of multiply, which is divide, or the opposite of divide, which is multiply. So the difference for inequalities is if you ever have to multiply or divide by a negative number, then you need to flip the sign. So in this case, there's a -5 that's being multiplied by the y. So since we have to divide by a negative number, we're going to flip our sign over so that it will be a less than or equal to sign. And -15 divided by -5 is a +3. -5 divided by -5 is y. And we can just solve it perfectly like that. We don't have to put the y on the other side and flip the sign back. It can just stay as 3 is less than or equal to y. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, P.S. Please subscribe to my channel, like any videos that are helpful to you. Okay, so here we have our v. We always just look for that variable because whatever number is multiplied by it, that's what we want to divide by. We're dividing by a negative. So we just have to be conscientious that when we divide by a negative, we're going to flip that sign. So instead of less than, we're going to have greater than. Then we go ahead and do our division, and that's going to be 6, and we'll have v on the right side. So another one. Now, in this case, the variable is on this side. Because it's divided by -5, we're going to multiply both sides by -5. Because we're multiplying by negative, we have to flip the sign. So only when you multiply and divide by negative. So -5 times 6 is -30. And then this variable will be by itself. Okay, that's the end of the lesson.